know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready to told y'all that you better be running? I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Sucker if y'all in denial. I get the chip on him and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young.
Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the San Francisco 49ers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
13.
Here we go. 180!
Coming, baby, I'm coming, baby. Woo! Check 24, check 24.
13.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
D.D. Westbrook on the return. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Love now to pass on 1st down. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
A gain of 16.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
On the stop.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive.
To the sideline.
But instead, 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, Love. The throw taken in by Cole. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. The kick by Lambo is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The 5-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
56, Mike.
Garoppolo on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly. and knocked it free.
56. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our round. 56 to Muck, boys. 56. Check.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
44 Mike. Check. Come on.
2. Hey, gun.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
C.J. Henderson.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 20. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
First down, going to the air with Love. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
By the Jaguars.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, I want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit. And that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Love now. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jenkins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
First down, Jaguars.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 3, 49ers nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. Connection made with Chenault. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
A gain of 20.
That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Jones. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun. Love. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And this is 3rd down.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Aaron Jones with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Jaguars 10, 49ers nothing. Josh Lambo.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. Oh, that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
3rd down.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Love from the gun. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. Love looking to throw it, and that's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that would be considered a fumble.
56 for Mark, boy, 56.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
12 at the 49ers' 18-yard line.
56.
Now Jones. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Aaron Jones with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
We know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They'll roll him out right. 20. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Tight dog, behind.
Garoppolo, quarterback sneak. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the 49ers get a score closer. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
Makes the score Jaguars 19, 49ers 7.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Number 30.
Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Third and long for Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. A punt return of 65 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6.
Robbie Gould lining up for the point after.
Well, that doesn't wake up the home crowd. I don't know what will. That's a big-time return for a touchdon, and you know how much I love momentum plays.
Yeah, and like you just said, kind of gets his home crowd into it. We'll see how they handle it moving forward. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Love. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again, Love. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They'll go again to Jones. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Down.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
1st down, Jacksonville.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action. Love to throw. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive.
Number 31.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Once again, it's Mostert. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Jaguars' 38-yard line.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
21. I got you. Check. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
And this is 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Love. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Javon Kinlaw coming in to drop it for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
Out.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This returnable for Ayuk. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
At the 32-yard line.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Mostert. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. at the 15-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Like 20! Watch QB draw!
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
32
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
I got this. 44, Mike, 44. 11. Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote onto your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
It sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And a tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, it's Jones. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Yards on the pickup. And this.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, Love. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
Jaguars.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. On 1st down, it's Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
2nd down, Love. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So that one will be accepted. After the penalty, it's Jones. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
down.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Operating from the gun. Love eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Throw left side complete. That's Jenkins. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And this is 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Lambeau will put this one through. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. Well, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got a 2-minute warning to come up. Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. To throw is Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's James. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Garoppolo to throw. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
3rd and 1.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. This from 52, and this for the win. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And Union Street will be hopping tonight. The 49ers have won it. Well, a little drama there in the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the 49ers, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Arizona Cardinals next week. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on it. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on it. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place.
And if we pulling up with the whole squad, I get ready to told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know yard.